Hello, lovely Libras. Welcome to Creators on the Crest. I'm Stephanie. This is Blazer the Morkie over here, and he's my little co-host today, and at least for as long as he'll stick around. This is your September monthly reading. Today we're going to be doing a Celtic cross spread, and we're going to close it off with an oracle card for the Libra collective. Do keep in mind, these are general readings. Take only what resonates and leave the rest. Be sure to check out your sun, moon, rising, and or north node for additional context and texture. And if you're interested in a personal reading, connecting with me on social media, making a donation, I have all the links in the description below that you can check out. So you will notice I am in the Virgo Virgin attire because we are celebrating Virgo season. Pretty soon it'll be your season. That's very exciting. But for my monthlies, I like to have a little fun with the costumes. The readings are serious, but the costumes are fun. Let's get going here on your reading. Libra, and you're ready to start off with a little bit of fire here. You've got the Ace of Wands. So whatever is going on for you in September, you're pretty fired up. You may have some opportunities opening up to you, and these have some good potential connected to them from what I can see. Feels fresh and new. Almost I'm getting like a springtime vibe, and maybe that's because you're gearing up for the later half of the month, which we will come into the Libra season. Now, the challenge crossing you is actually the sun and happiness. You might be having a little bit of a hard time feeling contented right now. Maybe that is because you're having to wait for something to come in for you, or be a little more patient, or you're just waiting for some clarity on something here. We'll take a look when we clarify. In your needed focus area, you get the Knight of Pentacles. So this would indicate to me it is a time to get a little more strategic, to be a little more patient. You might be experiencing a bit more of a slowdown for yourself, and there's nothing wrong with that. There can be a lot of value in those times where maybe we've just been a little bit on pause, right? And those times can be very valuable to us. It's a time of rejuvenation and maybe even planning. In your past, you're showing me the energy of the Page of Cups. Something that you were curious about, or someone you were curious about. Looks like it was somebody in your past, but there may be a lesson or an idea or an inspiration that came from that person or situation that is applicable to you right now. We'll have a look at that. In your future, what's looking good here is the Six of Swords. This means that as you move forward, you're going to feel like you're moving forward into something better. There's a rite of passage, so to speak. This is a card of overcoming maybe some toxic thought forms, or a period of depression, or something where you feel like you're kind of coming out of a unsafe zone into a safe zone. Again, I'm excited to clarify this one. In your position of power and the position of your embodiment is the Three of Cups. This is sisterhood. This is brotherhood. This is friendship circles, collaborations coming together, getting together and celebrating with the people who you most value in your community. Really liking that energy. It feels fresh. It feels like it's an energy that builds you up. So you might have some really nice friends in your inner circle right now that are really supportive of you, that are really like helping you, and time with them is really important. In your allies and support, speaking of friends, is the Death card. This is the acceptance. What I'm feeling is the acceptance of an ending. So really finally getting to that place where you feel at peace that something is over, that a transition was needed and has taken place, and that you're in a place where you've transformed enough that you are welcoming the change instead of resisting it. That's nice energy. In your environment, you have the Nine of Cups. I feel like there's something you can be proud of. It could be your home space. You could have purchased a new car. You could have redecorated. You could have created something, taken up a hobby, and made something that's important to you. For some of you, this is art. For some of you, this is maybe something you've done in a relationship or healed with a specific person that you're feeling very proud of. Very connected to your emotions, so there's a lot of feelings surrounding that. In your hopes and fears, you have the 9 of Pentacles. This is the feeling of like you're almost there with achieving what you want to achieve. We know you're going through this rite of passage during the month of September, and your hope is that you'll get to that place where you feel really fulfilled. I'm sensing like Libra energies like loyalty, luxury, just loving energies, the culmination of all of your efforts coming into one place. I feel like, you know, you might have some shadows in there. We'll see when we clarify. There could be a little fear creeping underneath that, but it's looking pretty balanced. It's looking pretty good. And in the potential outcome, you get the Magician. And I feel like this is you really ending the month feeling like you have manifested some things that you've been working on, maybe for quite some time. I feel that you've put in the effort, you've put in the focus, you've put in the concentration, and if you haven't, use the month of September in order to do this into that thing that makes you feel fulfilled, or into that relationship. You seem to have a lot of resources at your disposal, or this is an indicator that you have used your resources well. Let's get into some clarifiers, Libra. This is exciting. Okay, this Ace of Wands. So definitely opportunity and potential is with you right now. You might be feeling like it's a little farther away than you want, but alas, I do not think it is. I think it's closer than you think. You get the 8 of Cups and the 8 of Wands to clarify this Ace of Wands. Now, for some of you, this has been you stepping back into your full potential, your passion, your inspiration, your desires, has to do with you walking away from someone or something that at one time was a source of love. Okay, and realizing that leaving that behind is bringing in new opportunities, and it's bringing them in quite quickly with this 8 of Wands. So if at the time you listen to this reading, you've not yet seen the acceleration of certain things coming in that you've been desiring, that you're inspired by, just hold on to your seat, because something is coming in. I think you've had to be patient for it. We have this Sun here in your challenge position. The Sun is the happiest card in the deck. So why would happiness be a challenge? Well, you feeling content and happy may be delayed by something you're waiting on. It could be a contract coming through. It could be finally that project gets done around the house. It's clarified by the Ace of Swords and the 5 of Cups. What is challenging you? And it could be because your birthday's coming up and there's memories, but it looks like a past memory that, and it could be a happy memory, but since you know you're not going to be making new memories with that person or in that particular situation, you are saddened. I think that's challenging you right now. This could be a month where you lost someone very close to you, or their birthday was this month. My grandfather's birthday is in September. He was a Libra. You know, there's something there about missing someone and a memory connected to that person. So that could be causing a little bit of a challenge for you to see the inspiration and opportunity, because there might be a little grief there. But that's okay. Grief is natural. Grief is on its own timeline. Afford yourself some grace. And I think we'll get some other good tips here in the reading. So let's look at this Knight of Pentacles in your needed focus. So this is where we're okay slowing down. We're okay being a little bit more strategic. We're going to have patience. We're going to be tenacious. And you get the 6 of Cups and the 6 of Wands. Remember, in the very start, you had an 8 and an 8. Now you have a 6 and a 6. So you're going to look at the 6th of the month, the 8th of the month. These are going to be maybe important days for you. Possibly the 16th or the 18th as well. You are holding on to something inside you that is very special, that is very unique to you. And it's honestly a gift that you may want to share with someone. So you may want to share it with your child. You may want to share it with a sibling. You may want to share it with your partner. You may want to share it with a loved one. You may want to share it with a friend. I don't know that you're going to feel at peace or fulfilled or like you've attained a certain, this is like something coming into the physical world. So there's something within you very unique. It's energetic and you want to share it with someone, but you haven't yet. But when you do, this is going to be and feel very good to you. It's going to be a good situation. You're going to be recognized for whatever this is, even if you're just sharing it with one person. For some of you, you may be sharing it more broadly. Okay, you may be putting something out there. It looks like you could have multiple audiences or people that would benefit from this message or this part of you or this aspect of you that you'd like to share. And I see you being victorious over doing this, but it is going to take a little focus and a little patience in, not in that you have to be, I feel like you're ready, but patience in the way that maybe other people come around to giving you the portal of receptivity where you can share it or do it. So could be something you're waiting on. Maybe you're waiting on a website if this is business related to kind of get up and kicking, or you're waiting on, I don't know, some sort of security or privacy thing. For some of you, it seems like that could be an issue. So there's something coming in there, but keep your focus on it because it's coming. You are going to attain this and it's going to feel good. Maybe for some of you, it's like a monetary, you know, a settlement or something coming in that's going to help you out. Okay. In your past, you had the Page of Cups. So this was something about love, something that you had been very curious about. You have the Star and the Ten of Wands. This to me, and this came up in one of the other readings, I can't remember exactly who, but this feels to me like you are shifting gears from more, would be a less, how do I want to phrase this? This would be an energy of you looking at relationships like a fairy tale. Okay, so a very Disney childlike, bit immature kind of approach to relationships. And I don't think it's necessarily your fault, you know, and I'm not saying you're not responsible for your actions and your choices, but this is something, it's almost like the societal blueprint that was imprinted on you of like, you grow up, you meet your Prince Charming in high school, you get married, you have baby, you know, like you follow that ladder of succession. And this is you realizing, oh, that's not really what I want. That's not really what love's all about. There's so much more to it. There's so much more depth. There's, if I'm not able to really feel true and pure and aligned with the energy of love in a particular relationship, I'm going to feel burdened. I'm going to feel weighted down, and I'm not going to be able to see quite clearly. This is something from your past that you're bringing forward to help you now. So this is something you've been through, something you've recognized. You're leaving behind the fairy tale, and you're coming much more into a place of embodiment and maturity when it comes specifically to relationships and love. With this Six of Swords, you get the Knight of Cups and the Page of Wands. I really like these energies in your future position here, because this shows you moving forward with a full cup, acting from the place of your heart. Very determined, very proud, very excited, very happy. You're also very curious as to who you're going to be attracted to next, or for some of you, if it's not a partnership, what job is going to come your way next? What is the next opportunity? Remember, we had opportunity in your current situation. This is you getting excited about that dating prospect, that job prospect. And I really like this because it's a more active energy. And I think that's why the maturity in relationships comes in through the past. This could also be toward work for some of you, where it's like, oh, I'll go to college, I'll get a job, blah, 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 you know, happy in my 9 to 5. And we all know that isn't the case for a lot of people. And so this is a whole new way of you looking at things, much more peaceful, much more aligned, and it's going to feel much smoother for you here. Let's look at the 3 of Cups in the position of embodiment for you. And remember, this is friendship, having a strong friendship group, but we have the Lovers here and we have the 6 of Pentacles. So for a lot of you, Libras, this is romance coming in. It could be a current relationship that you're in that kind of goes to the next level. There could be more commitment. For some of you, there could be a marriage proposal coming in. What's nice about this energy here, and where you feel most embodied, is when there's a nice equal give and take. There's a nice equal give and receive between you and the other person. It allows you to really love freely and love openly and pour your love into it. Also, it's showing that there is an importance here. You feel best suited and you feel the safest when you're with someone who is also your best friend when it comes to a romantic partnership. So deepening a friendship in a romantic partnership, or a friendship that evolves into a romantic partnership, is what I'm seeing here. Beautiful energies, really nice. Really nice. And maybe you've had to wait for this. Maybe that's the whole patience thing. Let's look at the allies and support. You had the Death card, Scorpio energy, transformation, letting things end, being okay with the change. You get the 10 of Cups and you get the 2 of Wands. What's really nice about this is that you do understand that the process of grieving, the process of letting go, possibly even having lost someone in your life, has, yes, it's propelled you through an ending that maybe initially you didn't want. It's put you through transitions, and it's put you through changes that maybe at first or on the surface were quite painful. But I see you with this 10 of Cups embracing your ability and your power, and something around you. And it could be, for some of you, this could be a beloved one from the other side, because it does feel like it could be someone like an ancestor or a loved one that has passed that is really coming in and saying, oh, my dear, like, you can create this. You can create this. That's in your energy. Like, you can create this 10 of Cups. This is it's a happily ever after, wish come true kind of card. You have the 2 of Wands here, which I like that, tempering out kind of the wish come true, because it's such a process. So it's actually supportive for you to know that this is a process, and that your time standing still and, you know, embracing your desire for partnership but not necessarily acting on it, that has served a purpose as well. So for some of you, you may have taken a break from romance for a while. You may have stepped back and focused on other things, and that's absolutely fine. These energies are still here for you, and they're working really nicely together to support you. Let's look at the 9 of Cups in your environment there. That's feeling good. That's another wish come true. It's feeling really nice. You get the Emperor and the Ace of Wands. Oh my. For you female Libras, someone in your environment lately has really turned you on. There's a strong masculine energy here. There's a lot of passion, a lot of desire, a lot of sensual, sexual energy that I'm sensing here. Somebody is definitely coming forward, like really feeling attracted to you as well. If you're the masculine Libra, you've definitely, someone has caught your sights here, and you, what's nice about this energy is there is this fire, there is this like, whoa, like kind of like I'm horny kind of kind of energy here, Libra, but there's also this like deep gratitude for bumping into this person, for some sort of recognition that you have for one another. you could have just kept it light so far, but there's a whole lot of attraction, desire, and definitely this masculine energy wants to move forward. If you're the feminine moving forward towards you, or whomever holds the masculine energy, if you're masculine, you're definitely, if you're embodying that energy, you're definitely moving towards someone with a lot of passion. So that's in the environment. Whew. No wonder like certain little things get stirred up when we get someone's energy like that in our environment. It can really stir things up. In your hopes and fears, you had that 9 of Pentacles, which, did you have that somewhere else? Yeah, you had the 6. Couple 6s, couple 8. 6 came up a lot for you. I think you have all 6s. The 6 of Swords, Pentacles, Wands, and Cups. So 6, important number. A number of fulfillment, a number of completion, a number of achievement. That's great. And then you have this 9 of Pentacles, and then you're coming off the 9 of Cups here. In your hopes and fears. So I think this has more to do, this is clarified by the Chariot and the 8 of Swords, and I think it has more to do with your financial situation, Libra. I think you're afraid at times that you can't make it happen. Some of you might be searching for a new job or a new income stream, and you're feeling a little like a bit of a lack of confidence here. You're trying to balance that out. You're trying to look at the brighter side of things and use your Libra skills to bring yourself into a more steady, confident place where you can feel more fulfilled and that you're attracting that abundance in. But you do have some like self-imposed restrictions. It could be, for some of you, it could be around your capacity to hold a lot of abundance, the trust that you have in yourself. Because as you grow and as you expand, there needs to be a certain comfort level with more coming in for you, and you trusting yourself as the steward to those resources. So you may be working with that energy. For some of you, there could be a bit of like you're facing like an imposter syndrome, like you're like, who am I to do this? There are people that are much better than me at this. And I mean, it could be toward love, but I see it more toward finances in the material world. And it could just be about you learning your love language and having some compassion for how you move with money. So that could be coming up for you as well in your hopes and fears. Like, how am I going to make this work? Can I trust myself? Who am I? Who am I? And that may be something to work on. Really looks like it probably is, because that fear kind of creeps up, and yet you're looking for that fulfillment and to be able to do it yourself. And you're looking for that, you know, you want to feel a loyal relationship with your money. Like money will always be there, and you'll always be there for your resources, for your monetary resources. Luxury, you want to have that pedicure, that spa day once in a while. You want to buy the nice outfit, you know, and there's nothing wrong with that, because these things, they make you feel good. Libra needs to express through their lovely, beautiful energies. They have that certain taste that not all the signs possess, and they have a way of putting things together that's quite lovely. There's nothing wrong with you feeling that way and wanting to call that in. In the potential outcome, speaking of calling things in and manifesting, you have the Magician here. This is an energy of resourcefulness. And to clarify that, you have the Page of Cups and the King of Wands. For some of you, it's kind of, okay, I know what this is. For some of you Libras, this would be bringing your masculine energies into a balance within yourself. Whether you're male or female, we all carry the negative and positive charge. This is not about a gender identity. This is about the way the energies flow. And in this case, the masculine energies of action. I'm not surprised that someone may have come into your field that's quite attractive, or that you're quite attractive too, because the masculine energy in the King of Wands is quite potent. It's quite virile. It's quite strong. You know, the seeds are strong. The seed is strong here with this King of Wands. And so balancing out that energy within yourself through taking aligned action and taking up the responsibility for some things like money or an inheritance or a settlement, something that's coming in for you. That's important. Now here you're holding also the energy of the Page of Cups. You're learning to have a relationship with your resources, whether it be a home, whether it be money. You're learning to nurture those resources as well as your resources with other people, like friendship and community and coming together with the girlfriends and the guy friends and like the hanging out. You're learning to have that kind of relationship with money so that you can flow in a better balanced state with that. And again, there's nothing wrong with that. That's the way we master the material world. And as we expand, we get more and more comfortable, sometimes in phases, with that expansion and with that growth. Libra, let's get you a card from the Angel Dreams Oracle to close off your reading today. Now, do keep in mind I have a little bit different perspective on angels. These cards don't always have angel or angelic characters in them. Sometimes they're stones or symbols or colors. But my relationship to angels is that just like anything, like any religious figure, like a Christ consciousness or a, you know, guru or whatever, is that the real gifts are understanding those, the characteristics of those beings within us. What qualities do we have within us that are to be made visible or in the world? And that the spiritual nature of ourself that is meant to come out into the world. That's what I believe angelic is. It's something that we are supposed to learn. We're the ones we've been waiting for, and that's how I view that. Now Libra, you got reaching for your dreams and you got go for it. That's why all this masculine energy is showing up in your reading. Take action, go for it. I feel like you've been waiting and waiting, but you have these sixes here in your reading. And again, that's a celebration, an achievement. It's something to be proud of. You've had it in your field of vision this whole time. It's just a matter of finally taking an action and reach for it. This could be toward a relationship for some of you. For some of you, this is toward that next job opportunity or a new career or a new income stream. But you're being encouraged by the universe to go for it, because everything that I see here is favorable energy to you being successful. So don't give up. Libra, thank you so much for joining this reading. I can't wait to see you next time.